Hello everyone, this is Emre with the video lesson of the week. In the last week, I got aware how good it is to trade and to keep trading regularly and to stick to the strategies and tactics I learned. I really grasp certain information the market is giving me much better, and that helps me to improve and to increase my trading. And then there is always a situation, where I think I could have done that really much better. And I am very interested to clearly see what that is, what I could have done much better. So therefore, I use a small exercise that helps me really with that and very much. And today I share this with you. So I will show you the GNC trade I made the other day and a concrete situation where I used my quick exercise to get the lesson and to increase. GNC was an incredible trade. I traded 500 shares and in the end I was break even. I did certain things very good and I also made things not so good. I show you that in a minute. And I traded GNC 5 times. 3 times good and 2 times not so good. One key information is my second trade could have been better. Now that cost me to get out of my balance. The next trades, trade 3 and 4, were not so good. With the fifth trade, I made money again. So look at the GNC chart and on my second trade. Here it is. And I entered here and I got out too early. So, I could have been better, yes. And I got out too early, yes. I mean, I have seen that I could have made more money. So in this situation, I got attached to this. And now I wanted quickly to get in again and not really, made a decision to do that. And so it happened and trade 3 and 4 were not so good. The other trades, they were good. Because I was concentrated, I had self-control, and I made good and clear decisions. I was really calm and focused. And now in my quick exercise, I mentioned, and I will show you, I do the following. First thing, I remember what I have done really very good and I focus on doing this next time again. So continue to do it. The second point I do in my quick exercise is I look into what I have done not so good and why I could not manage the situation. In fact, in this case, the situation managed me. I've seen that. And, there is always a trigger that causes you to do a real quick action that leads to an undesired result. So when you clearly see what that trigger was or what that trigger is, then you are able to change the action that follows. And in my GNC trade, the trigger was the moment when I saw in the chart I could have done really more money. So I stepped out early, looked later on into the chart, and have seen that it moved really, up. Now, is that a trigger that happens only one time? Generally, normally not. So I say to myself, I'm better aware that this trigger is there. And next trade, I will recognize the trigger. I recognize the trigger. And what is then my action? Well, I can define that. The point is really to be aware of the trigger and then to define what you want to do after the trigger comes. Yeah, so that's my small exercise that helps me every time, and it helped me to increase lots of times. So there is one thing though where I want to point out here, which is important as well. I mean, to get the full benefits out of this exercise, you must trade, of course, and regularly. And you must know real good trading strategies and tactics. I learned great strategies and tactics at Affinity Trading Institute. And another thing, you should have a good team. That helps very much. Alright, that's the video lesson of this week. Have a great week. Be aware of the trigger and what you can do to increase. This is Emre.